Welcome back to predicting another trash pay-per-view card. This time it's Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira at UFC 326. We've also got Reina Dorita versus Borrahlo, and literally the rest of the card, horseshit. Absolute horseshit. Just before we start with this prediction video, I'd like to ask for you to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy the video. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers before 2026 ends. But anyways, let's begin with the early prelim opener of Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Borrahlo, aka the Forbes highest paid actor. I'm going to make this one quick. Borrahlo gets hit with a jab cross in every single fight, and if you watch literally any of Luke Fernandez's fights, his main weapon is the jab cross, and it's not even like he hits them hard. He just kind of hits them, and yes, it probably is hard, but they just go sleep. And it's like, I know there's like a difference in chins in the UFC and the Contender Series or the regionals, but like, I don't know, there's something about Luke Fernandez that I've got faith in. And I'm going to take the debut guy. I'm going to take the debut guy who is making his UFC debut after knocking a guy out on the Contender Series. I never really do this unless the opponent's really shit. But I don't know, I've got a feeling about this one. It's like, he's got the power, and it's like, what is there to struggle with Borrahlo? I've seen him get controlled. I've seen him be outstroke. You could say about UFC or not UFC caliber opponents, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm choosing Luke Fernandez, and we'll see how this one goes. So moving on to the next fight, which is Lee Jung-Young versus Gaston Bolaños, who looks like Ilia Topuria if Ilia Topuria was addicted to smoking cigarettes. Just saying. This is just your typical 2-2 in the UFC 50-50 matchup on the prelims. You always get at least about 3 of them on every card. This is the first one on this card, and fuck it, I'm gonna go with Jung-Young because he's actually capable of hurting an opponent. It's basically 50-50 anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, like, I've never seen Gaston Bolaños actually hurt an opponent in the UFC. Like, he's like, he puts his whole hip into it and he still doesn't hurt them in the slightest. They just stand in front of him and swing back at him. There's one thing. I reckon there's going to be a lot of swinging at each other in this fight, and who will have the bigger, more power in them? I think Young. But yeah, I'm choosing Young. I ain't going to spend too much time on these shitty prelim fighters. I don't really care. So, moving on to the next fight. 2 fat, disgusting, gross heavyweights are going at it on the third fight of the card. And it is Nurgazai and Tubas. Nurgazai is the one with the eye twitch, and Tubas is the one who just got a cool knockout on the Dana White's Contender Series. And again, I'm going to be choosing the Dana White's Contender Series guy because he didn't look too bad, and one thing I liked watching is when he hurt his opponent, he didn't just like plod towards him like a penguin. No, he literally ran at him like prime Conor McGregor used to with his hurt opponents. So yeah, and as well, it's just like, Nurgazai is like so fucking slow. If you hurt him and you run straight onto him, you're gonna finish him. It's pretty much that simple, to be honest. So yeah, I will be going with the Dana White Contender Series guy in Rafael Tubas. So moving on to the last fight of the early prelims, it is Jesus Aguilar versus Sudamaji. I think I'm saying that right, but This is a kind of hard one because I'm looking through Jesus Aguilar's record and he's only lost to Tatsuro Taira and Rafael Estevam, who's like undefeated prospect in the division, right? But then I'm like, Sudamaji's not exactly fighting shit opponents. You know, Kevin Borjas is kind of mid and he beat him, so is he that good? But overall, I just think that, like, Sidamaji's style of just kicking and jabbing is so shit to watch, and it's boring, that if someone's going to be, like, pressuring towards you, it's going to, and like, with punches and kicks and, like, finishing with the kicks and, like, boxing combination, then a kick, it's going to be so fucking hard for you to do that style and be circling off and pivoting off and not getting hit by anything. And, like, he does use a lot of, like, arm blocks, so I do think that Jesus will be going more for the body shots. It does feel very weird saying Jesus. You know, it's like, we should just keep that for one person and one person only. So I'm gonna refer to him as Aguilar. But yeah, I'm gonna choose Aguilar. This could backfire, because Aguilar has looked shit in a lot of fights, but I'm gonna go with Aguilar, and I hope this one pays off, because he looked alright, I'm not gonna lie. In his last fight, he didn't look too bad, let's be honest. I don't think he looked too bad, but yeah. Let's see if he actually keeps out for 2 fights in a row, I guess. So we are now on to the prelims, not the early prelims anymore, and it is Cody Durden versus Tundem Borrahlo. I think I've said that right for a change, but this is a weird fight, because it's like, Cody Durden on paper has fought the better opponents. He's fought Joshua Van, he's fought Bruno Silva, he's fought Jose Achona, I think that's how you say his name, right? And yeah, he was finished by every single one of them, but you know, he has fought them. Meanwhile, this if you really know the real Turkish country, Mongolia, geopolitics, Tundem Borrahlo, I think he has the style to beat Cody Haddon. I just don't know if I can say for certain that he will, and choose him, because I know exactly how this sport works, and I know it's going to go tits up the minute I choose someone. So, do I go with the experience of Cody Durden, or do I go with the style of Tundem Borrahlo? And I'm probably gonna go with I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Cody Durden. I'm gonna go with Cody Durden. I do think that he can just get his boxing going early and beat him, because Tundem Borrahlo is literally like the bottom of the division. I'm gonna go with Cody Durden. I think Cody Durden can get it done. Realistically looking at it, Tundem Borrahlo isn't really all that, but neither's Cody Durden, and that's what I'm stuck on. But I'm gonna go with the experience and the boxing style of Cody Durden. But remember, it is Cody Durden. He can flop this at any moment. He was battering Nascimento before getting choked out. So, yeah. So on to the next fight, which is Ricky Tercius versus Alberto Montes. And all I've really seen from Alberto Montes is that he can throw out random neck chokes from basically anywhere. I think there was one moment on the Contender Series where he pulled out some random ass fucking necktie. Looked cool, didn't get it, and then he proceeded to anaconda choke his opponent. Yeah, I'm just going to choose Ricky Tercius. He'll probably fumble this because it's Ricky Tercius, but I don't know. I just don't trust these Dana White Contender Series guys, even though I've already chosen 2 of them. But like, I just don't trust someone who was getting basically battered and then pulled out a choke in last second. So yeah, move on. So, on to the next fight. It is Dante Johnson versus Cody Brundage. Oh, I just can't be arsed. Like, this card is so shit. What happened to the Paramount deal? You know what? Dante Johnson beat Cedric Damas, and Cody Brundage lost to him in like 2023. He lost to him in 2023. So you know what? Using MMA math, because we know MMA math is 100% accurate. Fucking Cody Brundage will lose this fight, and Dante Johnson will win. I think this is a short notice fight too for Cody Brundage. So yeah, I'll just go with Dante Johnson. Like, this card is so shit. It's so shit. Can we just fuck me? It's so bad. I don't even know if I want to fucking do the rest of this card. But I've basically done them fucking other shit fights. So I may as well finish the other shit fights off. But yeah, MMA math is gonna get us the victory with this prediction. But anyways, we're now on the last card of the prelims. Trust me, the main card doesn't get any better, to be fair. But what fucking fight is it? Where am I at? Where am I looking at? Cody Garbrandt versus something. How the fuck do you even say that? He's got an X in his name. Long. Can we not just have normal names? What happened to fucking James, Jack, John? What happened to that? But I'm gonna go with Cody Garbrandt. It should be unless Cody Garbrandt gets caught, he's beating him. This should be a fucking easy fight for him. Outstrike, outclass. Should be an easy fight for him. But it's Cody Garbrandt with his shit fucking eye tattoo. Yeah. I really don't like this card. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this card. I might just wake up for the main card. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is fucking terrible. I thought this card was good. How many fights did it take off this card for it to be so fucking shit? What is this? But we're now in the main card now. So yay. First fight of the main card is Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. Now, this is a great fight, and it's gonna be bombs, but like, why is it on a fucking main card? This should be like a prelim headliner, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's not too far off, I guess. But I'm gonna go with Bruno Ferreira. I'm gonna go with like little short, stocky, fucking Hulk-looking fella. I just think he's more technical. He's faster. I literally see how the first fight was going. I just see that happening basically again. But Gregory Rodriguez was getting to him in the fight. He was landing his straight shots. But I do think he comes up with some great game plans. This Bruno Ferreira guy. Yeah, he comes up with some great game plans, and I think he was looking for that straight left the entire fight, so I think that was part of his game plan. And Gregory Rodriguez, he's so slow and like stiff. Like, some fighters, you just know he's going to win, and then there's some fights you just know he's gonna lose. And this is one of them. I just think he's gonna break in this fight. I think he's just gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. He's just gonna fucking get caught in death. But we saw him get broken and gas out by what's his name? The most forgettable guy in the division, Jared Cannonier. I think that could just happen again. If I'm honest, I think that would just happen again. If he was to fight him again, I think it would happen again. He would batter him for the first 2 rounds, gas out, and then lose. But, yeah, let's go with Bruno Ferreira. Yeah, this could go either way, by the way. It's like literally who will land first, so, yeah. And in the next fight, we've got... Hang on, let me just take this fight seriously a second. Drew Dober and fucking Michael Johnson on a main card in 2026. Are we taking the piss? Who came up with this card? I swear down, they need the fucking sack. But the racial tensions for this fight will be on another level, because quite frankly, Michael Johnson should beat Drew Dober. He just should. But then Drew Dober's going to activate his, like, racial providence and just go at it. He's just going to go at it. So, yeah. I don't know who I'm really going to choose, because, like, I really do think that, like, Drew Dober's, like, kind of washed now. I'm going to go with Michael Johnson. I'm going to take the risk. I'm just going to go for it. Michael Johnson, he is better, he is faster, he does set up his shots a lot better. Drew Dober's not the same as he used to be, but you never know. The same... Someone not having the same melanin in their skin may convince him otherwise, and maybe he'll just go into a second prime. You never know. But I'm just gonna move on before I say something that'll get me arrested in the UK. So yeah. So on to the feature fight. We've got Rob Font and Raul Rosas Jr. Another fight that shouldn't be on the fucking main card, but I've already made my point now. The UFC is fucking shit at the moment. I'm literally struggling for, like, basic fucking content ideas. That's why it's taken me a whole week just to make this video, because this fucking card is dog shit, and even next week is fucking dog shit too. But at least we've got Kim Vallejos in the main event. With Rob Font, I've seen him get taken down and controlled by so many fucking people. I've seen him try and scramble back up. He doesn't look too bad. And when this fight got announced, I was like, Rob Font's gonna batter Raul Rosas Jr. But then I'm looking at Raul Rosas' fights again, and I think he's actually a really good grappler, and I am actually slightly underrating him. And he's now starting to win again after you know, fucking Christian Rodriguez does his usual shit of fluking wins against prospects, and then goes on a losing streak again against fucking randoms, just anyone who is like 0-3 in the UFC, he'd fucking lose to after beating like Conor McGregor on his fucking uprise. So yeah. But that's a name we haven't talked about in a while, hasn't it? Conor McGregor, fucking hell. When's he fighting? Probably never. Yeah, I'm just gonna choose fucking Raul Rosas Jr. and get this shit over with, because like I really don't want to record it. This video is gonna be so fucking shit. Yeah. Don't blame me, blame the cards. Like, I am so excited for 327, Yuri Borrahlo. But this card is so fucking wank, and the only thing that's pulling it together is the next fight and the main event card, main event, fucking hell. The main event and the co-main event. Like, this is so shit. And we're finally on to a half-decent fight on the card, which is Reina Dorida and Caio Borrahlo. Obviously, Reina Dorida is coming off that terrible fucking fight against Brendan Allen. We're not going to talk about it. He had too many fights in a short time span, and his cardio was all over the place. Caio Borrahlo, on the other hand, has barely fucking fought. I don't know, I just don't like the look of that guy. He looks fucking weird. He definitely smells, that's all I'm saying. I don't know who I'm going to choose for this one. I was watching tape for it, and like... my attention span couldn't sit down for fucking 25 minutes each and watch two fights. I really couldn't, so I just kind of skimmed through them. But I'm gonna go with Caio Borrahlo. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna go Reina Dorida. Caio Borrahlo was just kind of stood there in front of Imavov, just letting him piece him up essentially. And Caio Borrahlo had a few moments in the fight where it was like, oh, he landed a cross, and then he'd repeatedly just get fucking pieced up again. As well, that knee from Reina Dorida is going to be there all day. You know, this very same knee that fucking was his main weapon against Robert Whittaker. That one, yeah, that's going to be there for him all day, because he just stands there like a fucking statue in front of people. Caio Borrahlo does. And, yeah. It's going to be a hell of a time, it really is. But I'm going to go with Rennes Ritter. After watching tape, I think it's kind of obvious, but I shouldn't really say that with my prediction rating, co-main and main events. But yeah, talking about main events, it's time to get on to my main event. Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira 2. Wow, great main event, but fuck me, could we not have anything better? I really don't like the BMF being the main event, but I'm gonna stop complaining for once, because this card is super shit. This fight, by the way, separately, so fucking good, But I'm gonna put it this way: I saw Gaethje put the pressure on Max Holloway, and Max Holloway turn into a tappy little kickboxer. And in the last 10 seconds, he knocked him out. But he turned into a little pradzy little fucking tap a leg kick, run away, tap a leg kick, run away, jab, jab, cross, leg kick, run away. And who is going to follow basically that very same game plan to a T? It's going to be Charles Oliveira. And I actually hate this, I actually hate Max Holloway fans, because, no matter what, if this fight goes to a decision, I think it may, just the fucking Max Holloway fans, they ruin everything. They just ruin everything. It actually surprises me that, a lot of them really thought that second fight against Volkanovski was a robbery. I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, Volkanovski clearly won that third round. But yeah, Max Holloway fans, can we just relax for one fight, please? You literally ruined Max for me. Every time Max fights, I'm like, I want him to win, and then I realise how fucking annoying they're gonna be. So then I'm just like, you know what? No, I hope he gets brutally knocked out. When Ilya knocked him out, I was so fucking happy. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go with Max Holloway. I think Max Holloway's a safer pick, to be honest, because Max Holloway, he has the power, he is dropping people, but at the same time, man, Oliveira's made a career of taking people's power, walking through it, and then just fucking starching them. Remember the Gaethje fight? People are like, oh, he's not going to be able to strike with Gaethje. Bop! Down. See you later. And then chokes him out. I could so see that happening. And, if Oliveira gets you back, it's wraps. The only person who's surviving that is, fucking Michael Chandler. But, Ilia Topuria got Max Holloway's back, for an example. You know what I mean? You know, the one who can't grapple, and everyone's saying he cannot grapple at all, but then he actually got the crucifix on Charles Oliveira, you know? But we don't mention that, no. We only mention where he ran away from the leg lock, which Islam Makhachev also did, by the way. Rewatch that fight. But we're not going to mention that. Because you'd be racist if you do mention that or something. Some bullshit fucking MMA joy will pop up. But I don't know, I can make arguments for both sides, and I kind of want to go with the underdog to be different, but at the same time, I actually need to get main event predictions right. But I could so see Oliveira just fucking marching forward, doing that leg bounce thing, checking the leg kicks, bang, smacks fucking Max Oliveira right hand. But then you've got to realise that, he's not drained at 145 anymore. He's at 155, he's not as drained. But then he's got dropped in his last 3 fights. He got dropped by fucking Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is not the most powerful of guys. But there again, who's Charles Oliveira dropped in his last couple of fights? He rocked Ilya with an elbow. Fuck knows how he survived that. But Ilya didn't even look fazed by it. Who did he fight before that? Chandler. And he got rocked by fucking Chandler. But that's what Chandler's known for, having power. Oh, I hate these fights, predicting them, but it's going to be so good to watch. Oh, I really don't know who I'm going to choose. Fuck. Who am I choosing? Fuck. I just think if this fight touches the ground, Holloway's not going to be able to fucking fight. I just think that I can't help myself. I just can't. If Max Holloway gets taken down or whatever, or he slips over and Oliveira gets his back and fucking strangles him, he's done for, man. Like, even in grappling sequences, he isn't the best. I always thought his takedown defense was really overrated, and the Max Holloway fans act like he's like fucking prime Jose Aldo takedown defense. Not even that, like any Jose Aldo prime fucking takedown defense. But I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm fucking doing it. I don't care about my fucking main event prediction rate. I want to see Max Holloway slimed out. I want to see him slimed out because I'm sick of his fan base. I want to see him choked out this time. I think Charles Oliveira is going to put the pressure on him. He's going to do that knee bounce. He's not going to have the kicks anymore. He's going to try and kick, and then Oliveira is going to fucking bang him with the right hand. I reckon he's going to drop him at some point, and it's basically going to be the Gaethje fight over again. I really think this is going to happen now, and I'm thinking about it. I've had the feeling all week, but then I've been like, well, Max Holloway looks reformed at this weight class. I think he's going to take the power, and he's going to fucking take him down. He's going to strangle him. I really think he's going to submit him in the second or third round, and I think what it is why I'm so sceptical about this prediction. Is because the Max Holloway fans on Twitter have been fucking irritating me all week. And I hope I'm not blinded by bias, because I do like him, but I just fucking hate the fan base. But I'm forced to choose Charles Oliveira purely because he can strike, he can grapple, he can also take people down. If he needs to, he can be super fucking boring and hold Max against the fence, because Max has a tendency just to wait there a bit and then get off the fence. He could just literally try and smother him on the fence. Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira has been grappling his whole life. He has a different level of strength. Maybe not the the child marrying, inbreeding side of the world, but like he will have strong grip strength. I mean, when he gets older, you don't know what the fuck's going on. But fuck it, I'm doing my hate watching Max Holloway again. Charles Oliveira is going to beat Max Holloway by fucking second or third round submission. I swear. I fucking hope this. I hope this happens, man. I actually hope. Because, like, I don't want to choose underdogs, but, like, think about the amount of underdogs that have won this year. Like, other than Volkanovski, I think they've all won, haven't they? Like, Paddy was a slight favourite. Then it was Volkanovski who was a favourite, but, like, he won. That was my point I was making. Was Mario Bautista a slight underdog, I think, wasn't he? And that he won that one, I think. I forgot the card that was after that one, I can't remember. Strickland was a slight underdog, I know that. And Lorna Kavanaugh was a massive underdog, and he won. So, I'm going to take that and be like, Charles Oliveira is winning. I hope so anyway. But I'm so sceptical about this fight, because I could just so see him rocking Charles. Like, it was only like a few fights ago he got knocked out. But I'm going to stick with my prediction, because if I start talking it down now, I'm going to end up changing it again. And I'm going to have another Jamal Hill, Khalil Roundtree moment. I chose Khalil Roundtree and then I changed it last second, literally the day of the fight. I don't want to talk about it. But that's what I'm choosing. That's the predictions. Subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm 3 months in, and I'm not as close as I predicted. I don't blame that on necessarily the people watching. I blame that on UFC being so fucking dry that I can't come up with fucking any ideas. And the events are so fucking dry, so it's just no motivation. But we're getting there. You know, I've got a few things that are just saved in the files, waiting to be released at some point. So maybe I will. Yeah. But like, subscribe. Help me get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. Would be greatly appreciated. And yeah.